from sorrow disguised and from things insecurity hides. Running from doubt and the pressure to cope and no semblance of hope on the rise. Running from heartbreak and love, running from who we had failed to become. Running from fear, we then came to realize he was left all alone with but words of the wise. And so on, the day when our passage entwined, now longing the truth at the end of his line. He said, friend, go yonder, but bear this in mind. In this world, no one truth, you can't run from time.
Episode 6. Further in Time. Wow. What happened here? The place is so dark and twisted. When I traveled here, I thought it'd be more nice and robotic, but everything looks destroyed. Wow. Destroyed by darkness. Who would do such a thing? What? I heard a voice. I know I heard a voice. By the gods. No way. How are you still here? Don't look at me. Please. Yes. It's me, driven to the dark. I'm driven to the dark. Why did you come into my timeline? Why? All the grief and everything. He did this to me. Truth is, as I reckon those eyes of yours, as they were my own. Not little fairy tales, not every little moments that you also had. It came to be something stronger. You know it. Listen to me. Go home. Forget that any of this happened. You're not ready. You're the one before you die. Isn't it? You're the one before he dies. And I'm you. But why do I tell you this now? Because he did this to me. He took everything from me. He took my timeline. He took my mother. He took all of it from me. And that's why I don't tell you why. Who did this to me? It doesn't make any sense. Who would do this to you? You gotta tell me. Who would do this to you? I'll tell you who did this. It was Algeron. Algeron did this to us. He drove me to the dark. He killed my mother. He even torn you apart. You don't understand, do you? It's just all in your imagination. He said to me that I knew everything. From the start. Back in the dream world, Algeron was messing with your head. And he took all of it from me. And I felt sorry for who he was under that mask. I have something to tell you. I seen his face under that mask. I know who he is. from this timeline, I found out who he was after he killed my mother. After that, I didn't know what to do after. I didn't. Afterwards, I was driven so far into this darkness. My dad was gone. My mother was gone. I was still here. They didn't take me out of it. But it was so hard to take in. Every little moment and little second that I had of them, they just vanished. What's the point? It won't take you that long to figure out who he is under that mask. Besides, when you do find out, make every last memory of your mother. Because if you don't, little parts of them will be gone from you forever. Even it means doing it what it takes. Please, I'm telling you, go home. That's all I'm telling you. Please, go home, Hunter. You knew who Algeron was? I found out? That makes sense. But why? I'm gonna find out because of something was taken from me in the future, my timeline? But why? Why would he do this? You're right, I probably should go home though. Because not only that, you gave me the information I needed. I will time travel back in time to go back to my original timeline. So let's go. So we're back. Wow. Unbelievable. That was a quick explanation. Poor Hunter. Poor me. Algeron would do such a thing to me in this timeline? No. That's not the future I wanted. How is he bound to kill my mother? Of course. The dragons. Yes. Of course. A dragon kills my mom. So that means one thing. We find this dragon, we prevent that event, which would change it all. But if we change that event, something else bad's gonna happen. But that's what lures Para and Dox. Yes, that's exactly what I need to do. If I can travel to that event and find out where that dragon is, I can stop him and the timeline will revert, which makes that never happening. Yeah. The question is, though, he knew who Algeron was in the mask, which makes it us question, who is he in under that mask? When he saw his face, he told me that he couldn't trust himself ever again. I'm thinking that that might be the same thing that happens to me. After what happens to him, that might what happens to me too. We're not certain of it yet. What we just saw isn't probably going to be true. It's a possibility that it may or may not happen. But if I stop that event, killing the dragon from Algeron rising from the dead to kill my mother, and me save this whole nonsense. But I don't know why this is. Why would Algernon travel to Barnum for nothing? Because why? He wouldn't. There's something there that I know Algernon is keeping from us. But what would it be? I'm thinking every little outcome that he could do. Of course. I know what he's trying to do. Algeron's trying to play a little game with us. It's the time portal. How come I didn't think of that before? Algeron's using the time portal to bring back every single dragon? This is bad. If he uses that time portal and succeeds, then the War of Dragons have just begun. And there's no time to lose. If we find that portal, we can save my mother. That's what's important. But Algeron is out there somewhere. He said his last location would be Barnum. And I don't know why he'd say that. That's it. I can't go there now. But what if he's there? We don't know that for sure. We can't just second guess ourselves just thinking that he is there or not there. But we know one thing is for sure. That I'm starting to be able to crack Algeron's identity. Listen closely. Algeron, under the mask, had blonde hair. I know for sure. Who else would have blonde hair? But that doesn't give me any other clues that who it could be. But the problem is, I'm not like him. I know I'm not. And if I was, his eye color would be different. I know Algeron has different eye color. And if he does, then there's one problem. Algeron has the eye color of purple and red. I know he does. I don't know who he is, but they said that Algeron had a scar on his eye, and he would also have red and purple eyes. That is true. That was stated in his history book. Every time I try to figure out what Algeron is, or his book, the lore, it's giving me hints to who he is. The light within will reveal his secret. Under that mask is going to reveal the secret of who Algeron is. But for sure, we know for a fact that Algeron may be someone who we know. And if we do, it'll be the last thing I ever see again. So I may end up like that future hunter. I might. I don't know that for sure. But if I do, I'm not gonna be like him, driven into the dark. I'm going to help myself from that cause. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna let anything else driven me to the dark as well. But for I am certain that these are some troubled times that we must get through. And with that being said, Algeron had claws. He used to. But after he took the old Thunderstorm's light, he told me about this. He said, I know everything in my mind. He said that, Hunter, you'll know who I am you'll know everything, because you'll know it right before. You'll know it all. You already know it. But that's not true. I don't know who he is. I'm not sure. This is just hard and to control without the Iron Stormlords in this taking a stand with me, talking about this with me. Not only that, I could explain each and every one of those Iron Stormlords for you, but it takes some time and some history. So let's get, I guess you guys want to hear that? Alright, so let's get down to business. So the Iron Stormlords. So let's get down to the history books of every single one of these guys and gals. So, first off, we're going to go with the Super Running Twins. But their names are the Super Running Twins, Lexi and Sarah. They are super fast. Pretty fast. Faster than me. But that's the case. Their speed are twins. They stick together at all times. They do what exactly as I say. And plus, the leader of the Iron Stormlords is obviously me. Which you guys know that for a fact. Next up, we have Stargirl. Stargirl can throw stars, which can also run like the Super Running Twins. But those stars give the Super Running Twins their powers to run super fast. But she can also make a wish for you. And it's only once a month. Every single month we have to wish for something. So that's why I do that. We know that there is another person that I've been wanting to say for such a long time. Two of them at least. Iron Lady. Iron Lady is made of iron, and she was able to fulfill her destiny back a long time ago. Her iron powers contain a whole lot of metals. Iron, gold, steel, which might be the same thing as iron, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. But, for certain as the last person I wanted to say was Kirsten Fast. Kirsten Fast was one of the greatest runners of all time. She was fast as me. But with that speed, combining with my lightning, those lightning chains would be so powerful that those enemies, wouldn't be able to stop us. But yeah, that's for certain that these are the Iron Stormlords. But one person I forgot about? Me. See, the thing is, I got my powers in a forest with snow, and lightning came upon me with speed, super speed. You guys know that story, don't you? You guys seen it. You've seen me get my lightning. You all have. I know. Back before Reverse Thunderstorm and the Frozen Forest, I was just an ordinary kid. I didn't have lightning. I wasn't named Thunderstorm. But I still would fight crime in a way I could. Like I was just some sort of hero that nobody knew. So, yeah. But after all this stuff I'm telling you and just taking in, maybe might just go relax, maybe go watch a movie or something. But if I were you to do it yourself right now, I either read a book, go watch a movie, draw a picture, I don't know, study for a test maybe. That's my suggestion, but I guess so. But with that, I'm gonna go rest up. So that for sure is where I'm gonna see you guys later. So yeah, enjoy your guys' time. See you guys later, Thunder fans.